And it's hard for people on the outside looking in to like truly see how much our life got uprooted. Like, not just we lost a house, we lost a lot.
The after effects of Hurricane Helene continue to bring struggles. However, determined families also find strength to rebuild, but they can't do it alone.
So one of the ways that so much has been accomplished is by a number of organizations coming together and taking a stand and saying that they're going to be here for the long haul. World Vision is one of those groups. They have donated over $250,000 to create a warehouse space and bunkhouses for volunteers to be able to stay. And through that warehouse, hundreds of thousands of dollars of materials have come through to be able to then be redistributed to the community.
The coalition hopes to help at least 150 families in Swannanoa, North Carolina. Lindsay described one person to a visitor from World Vision.
We shared with him about a family in our church in particular, where there was a high school boy who was the valedictorian of his school and was so special and kind and a servant leader, but had already overcome so many challenges, and it was just this really extraordinary young man. And his entire home was gone.
A few days later, Mateo finally returned to his storm-damaged home.
It was an initial panic, I would say, when I first came back into my house. A panic because I didn't know what would come after this. I just knew that this wasn't an option for us anymore.
Then Lindsay gave Mateo good news.
I was so excited when they told me that my home was going to be rebuilt. I knew it was a huge project that would take a lot of time, and I had no clue what to expect or what that was going to look like.
He visited a couple of times before the house was completed.
It was honestly better than before the hurricane. Everything was just so new. Like, the floors were beautiful, the counters were like amazing. The farmhouse style sink was amazing. I loved everything about it.
His family is one of the lucky few who have finished rebuilding. On the other side of Swannanoa, work on Vince Florian's home is just starting, but the impact on him goes beyond rebuilding.
I would say I was a pretty cynical person about my fellow Americans in terms of them being selfish, us being a divided country, and it was incredibly illuminating to me. It was profound, the outpouring of support.
Down the street from Vince live Allie and Jim. They're about halfway through their rebuild.
Pretty unreal that we've been able to get this much progress done. You know, when it all happened in September, we had no clue without having insurance or anything like that, that I thought it would be years until we were able to get moved back in, and it's looking like it could be August or September.
Not only individual homeowners need help.
Really being able to invest in small businesses is one of those critical factors that will make the difference in whether a community recovers or whether they fall off the map after a disaster like this.
World Vision and partners are helping 15 small businesses in Chimney Rock, North Carolina to reopen, but needs still remain.
In many ways, this moment in time can feel even more daunting than it did many, many months ago, because you know that in many ways the world has moved on, that people have forgotten the needs that are here. And yet you can drive down our streets and you still see the businesses that are dilapidated, that are falling on their sides, the homes that are left mucked out, nothing but toothpicks with the wind still blowing through them. So many families that are displaced, so many who are still living in RVs or apartments without a whole lot of hope of knowing, is anyone going to help?
Generous World Vision partners answered the cry for help and transformed lives.
To all of those who have donated, I just want to tell you thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you for the hope that you've brought us, for the solidarity that you've shown, for the homes that you've restored by putting a safe roof over their heads, running appliances so they can get back to a life of normalcy, and just the ways that you've made such a difference.